Well, hi everyone. We just got some introductions to do. Ron Kelly's going to introduce the finalists, and we'll get on with the match. Got a small crowd here at the moment, but I hear a lot of people coming back to watch, obviously. It's just at that tea time spot. So Ron Kelly is ready. Dan?
Yep, we're live.
All good.
Everybody, we're finally down to the last two players of the main event. After 3 days of very good quality pool. So I'll introduce the players to you now. The first player through the grand final, undefeated. He beat Neville Lovis 11-4, Steve Saxon 11-3, Mark Robertson 11-9, Ben Noonan 11-5, and Rusty Wheeler 11-1. He goes into the final undefeated and is guaranteed $10,000. It's from South Australia, James Delahunty.
Switch.
Also, worth mentioning that James
Switch to the other view.
last year, so he backed up really well. Good luck, James. And his opponents. He beat Sarwan Nager 11-4, Jamie Stevens 11-4, Dustin Sayers 11-8, Matthew Bolton 11-7. He lost to James 1-11, and then he turned it around completely and beat Mark Robertson 11-0. From Queensland, Rusty Wheeler. Grand final is a single race of 13, best of 25. The adjudicator is Lance Ryan, who's the head of the WAF adjudication panel, and the commentators are Alec, Evreniadis and Thayre. So good luck, guys. We'll get the match started. All the best.
And first, congratulations have to go to Ron for putting this together. It's a fantastic event. Everything's run so smoothly, it's fantastic. It's really good. And then second one goes to Dan for all the work he's put up. Move that triangle. Oh, it's not going to make it. All the work that Dan's done here all weekend is so you guys at home can see what's going on. And just want to wish both players the best of luck.
Yeah, we're in for a fantastic match here. Both players coming off resounding victories in their last matches, so the confidence is going to be high. And obviously James got up over Rusty in the match, and Rusty's going to want to get this one back. So
No ball there. Open table there for James. Looks like yellow balls there.
yeah, well, especially with these two down at the bottom right there.
Yep. Get rid of both these two balls in the middle here and get down low on the yellow near the baulk line. Get that for the centre pocket next. I don't know if it goes in the corner. Jimmy's just having a good look there.
Yeah, can't tell from the angle off the TV or the table itself.
Doesn't quite look like it to me. So important to win the first frame. I mean, we know it's a race to 13, but winning that first frame is just, it's just to get to one. They say the first frame and the last frame are the hardest frames to win, so you want to get on the board nice and early.
Your arm just seems to move a bit freer once you are on the board. So
absolutely.
Yes, he's gotten that ball, as you were saying, he's gotten it nice and early as well, and he can just concentrate on dropping this one in with the yellow that's there to the opposite middle.
I think he's got too much angle to stay on that. Well, he's going to deep screw into the side rail, I think. Oh no, put it in the other centre.
Okay,
that's a good shot, yeah. He's just slowly losing position here. Try and get back in. Okay, that's a good shot. Well, we can see he's just going to roll this in and put the yellow into the bottom right-hand corner, and the other yellow into the bottom left.
Nice confident start here by James.
Absolutely. all about this shot here. You know, playing in the final, the nerves are a bit tight in the back arm, so he's just got to get this angle right here. That's pretty good.
Just about there, yeah.
It's got the luxury of maybe using the red if he wishes to, a soft screw into the red, or just drift up. It's okay. Great start there by Jimmy. Didn't let Rusty to the table, or Rusty had a dry break and didn't let him back to the table. So he's broken serve and now serving. So it's a great start for Jimmy. Goes 1-0.
Yeah, I think a lot of the players all weekend have been saying just how important the break is. It always is with players of this class, but you know, it tends to be the players that are potting off the breaks that are winning the matches. So the break is so important.
Well, what is interesting here is all week we've been racking our own balls, and I think James is now asking the umpire, are you racking them or am I going to rack them? Because I believe that the umpire can sometimes play a part in the game if they're continuously racking. You know, it's just a different rack that you're used to.
Yeah.
You know, and so Jimmy now he's quite happy to rack his own balls. So as I'd expect that, we've been doing it all weekend. You don't need a third person having a say in the match.
No.
Is my belief.
Yeah. Oh well, I refed one of your games, and yeah, I think you racked your own. Ron was happy for me to rack.
Yep.
Rack, and I mean, it obviously makes no difference to me.
I bet you Ron's not happy now at 10-all.
No. Yeah, that was the dry break. Yeah. Yeah, we did discuss that. I think he only had a couple of dry breaks for the match, and that was at a crucial time. So.
Okay, 1-0. You watch the power in this. He cracks them. Oh, it's one each, no ball.
Yeah, I think he'll be getting on there for go for the yellows, I would have thought.
Ronnie, you got a pen? Tell you what, Rusty didn't look too comfortable with that jigger there. I bet he wouldn't use that too often.
No, he certainly didn't play it like he uses it all the time.
No, he's caused a bit of an issue for himself there with them two yellows down the bottom. They're not sitting on. That would have been the only issue there. I think the yellow goes in the top right-hand corner, so somehow has to get on the bottom two, top left. And
I was wondering if he can put this one into the top right. He's got the angle to cannon the ball in, and then aim to get on the other yellow with the white, come in behind it, and you want to leave the other one in a potable position.
The problem with that is, Lee, if you're going to lose the first yellow, it could come up into the back of them reds, which was very difficult to get on. It's got such a beautiful action, Rusty. It's got that really long takeaway, but he really does accelerate through the back of the white ball, which is so important. You rarely see him decelerate, which is not a good shot. Oh, he's got a nice kiss there. That's a great shot.
Yeah, you're always leaving it for a little bit for a bit of good fortune there, but he's played it well and judged it well. So.
Yep. I can see him coming down, like deep screwing bottom right hand side, and coming down into the bottom left-hand area for the yellow into the bottom corner for next. Well, he's got a heap on that. It's gone too far.
Seemed to slow up, so I think he should be right. He's got some angle here, but he should be able to drop it in and still hold for...
It looks pretty fine on TV, but when I look over to the table, it's not too bad. Yeah, great shot, Rusty. Nice touch. Look at that, dead straight.
Big pockets, he says.
There we go. So they've both broken serve, 1-1, and so neither of them have got a ball off the breakers yet.
Rusty would be relieved to get his name on the board there as well.
Oh, I don't think neither of these players had an issue with winning a frame, but you know how important it is just to keep that scoreboard ticking over with the top players. You just got to make sure you stay in the match. You know, you don't want to go 2-0 down against James or against Rusty. You just can't afford to give them any room. You got to keep the pressure on. Wow, look at that rack. It looks a bit skew-iff. Did you notice that, Lee?
I didn't get a chance to see it.
No,
but
okay.
I did notice Robbo was playing earlier, and a couple of the racks he put down, we're on an angle.
Yeah.
I wasn't umpiring. I was just watching at that time, so he wouldn't say anything. And
well, another opportunity here for James. Easy starter ball. They all link up to each other. And he's getting rid of the first tough yellow, which is the only tough yellow really, on the back rail. Into these 9-ball cut pockets. Yeah, yes, it's they're easy to pop balls on, but let me tell you, the pressure that you're under, if you don't get them, because it's so easy for your opponent.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a different mindset, you know. It's there's nothing safe, and if you don't get them, your opponent will. So, but looking at these here, James just trying to join the dots.
As you said, I mean, they link up very well without having to do anything really with the white.
No.
The white hasn't got to move far at all. And
No, it looks good. That's a nice shot. Perfect position there. Yeah, roll through. A little bit far on that one. I'm thinking he wanted the yellow in the other centre pocket, but
yeah, he would have wanted to be just about straight. He's gone just fine. He should still be okay, but it's made it a little bit tougher than what it.
I think he's going to deep screw to get the white on the blue spot here. Yep. A little bit short again. So this is where he's just got to get that cue through the ball. You just get a bit tense, and you don't want to overhit it, and then you turn out underhitting it. So not too bad though. Good pace again there by James. Another good out, you know, solid out. Again, players winning on the other guy's mistake, and they can't get a ball off the break.
It's just showing the early importance of the break. Both players are sitting there. They now know that they're potting a ball off that is vital, because if they're not, the other players are finishing it off. And it's been a high quality start.
Well, they haven't missed a pot yet. They just can't get a ball off the break. So. Just introducing the final of the plate. There we've got the boys lagging off there. I think that's a race to 5, and it's a $1,000 first prize I assume with a nice trophy to go with that. Back to the important stuff.
Looks like it's going to be another dry break.
So it's 4 breaks, no balls potted.
He's going to have a go at the reds, and he's got that one difficult ball on the left-hand rail. But
yep. Well, Rusty will get on that early. I don't think he'll leave that too long. But I think he'll probably pot this one in the bottom right-hand corner and get on the red under the black here. Get a nice little angle to kick on, maybe kick under that yellow on the left-hand side to get on the railer next. He can run through with that red too. Maybe put the other red back into the middle pocket. So we're looking at coming down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Roll that down. And then 2 balls left up the top left hand. Or is he gonna? Has he seen it or not? What's going? Yep, just having a check of everything. So there you go, nice little angle there. That's like.
I think he's a little bit straighter than what he wanted.
No, he's fine. He's just going to stun over there. Not an issue. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well that changes the plan a little bit. I don't think he's going to roll this in. He'll probably go back out to the top left-hand corner now. No, it's going to be harder than that. Okay. Oh. There's no problem there.
No, he's not happy with where he's landed because it's not.
You know what?
Now going for the ball he wanted, but
he's straight on that red in the middle, but there's no way I'd be taking that. I think he's going to take the one next to the yellow and the black, and just stun over next to the black ball, and take the long red up the top, and have a nice little roll in for the black.
Yeah, the one on the centre, it links well to the black.
That's
so
right.
You can just pot it and just roll the white rather than.
It's got to join the dots, Lee. Look at that. Nice shot there, Rusty. As we say in Adelaide, stun, go to Vegas. That's 2-all there. And again, another frame one from the opponent's mistake. And the mistake being not potting a ball off the break. And Rusty's just having a laugh there and commenting on the same thing, that we can't get a ball off the break. Whoever can get a ball off the break might actually hit the lead, hold serve and hit the lead.
Yeah, no, it's well, as you said, 4 frames in and not a ball yet, and both players hit the balls particularly hard for the break. So it is surprising they're not getting one, but
a lot of players have been complaining, saying, "Oh, I can't get a ball off the break," me included. And you look at them, they've got brand new balls and brand new cloths, and pockets are quite large, and we're just not seeing the balls go in. See the angle? Well, oh, he's got a ball off the break and gone in off. Wow.
And the yellows look nice from there as well.
Absolutely. Tell you what, you haven't even got time to go get a cup of tea, Lee. It's just all over it, these boys.
Yeah, I hope everybody's streams at home are running well, because if it buffers, you're going to miss a frame.
That's it. Okay, he's going to have to take the ball in the centre after the one in the corner, obviously. I would have thought he would have liked a little bit of angle there, maybe to roll down for the low yellow, but he might just have to force the yellow in the middle pocket, deep screw it, and come down for the other one.
You angle either way on this yellow would have helped.
I tell you what, I reckon I'd even consider running through with this yellow, play it with top, and get the other side of the black. No. He's got to be careful here, because he can catch Oh, hang on. I'm just looking at the table, and I think he might even be considering going back and across.
Back and across, that's, yeah. He doesn't, I suppose if he comes across it, if he does hit the red, he's still going to be on it.
Yeah, great shot. Great shot. Well, it's safe to say that James got the pace of the table pretty quickly in this match.
Australia. Yeah, I wonder actually what you've done there. Cool.
Nice out there, James. 3-2 to James. Fantastic.
Still to see a ball missed.
And first frame still on the plate final with Ricky Emery and Michael Skerry. I think they've had 3 frames here on the main table compared to their first frame. Okay, James to break. Yellow in and white. Oh my God, they both fouled. They potted a ball both times and fouled both times.
They're just copying each other.
Oh.
It's a little bit harder this one with the balls at the top right, but again, Rusty's sort of looking to see if he can get that sorted early.
Doesn't look like the plant's on. Yellow onto the red onto the yellow. So, wow, it's quite difficult to get on that yellow on the right hand
right side
rail, yeah, as well as the other trouble balls up the top. Oh, look at that. There's a foul, 2 shots, open table.
I think that's going to prove to be a costly error.
I still think the red balls are the balls. Let's see what James thinks. Well, I guess if he gets on that yellow on the right-hand side, he can run down for the other. He's got a linking ball with the yellow in the bottom left-hand corner, which then leads to the middle pocket. But so if he can just do something with the top 2, top right hand.
Yeah, he has got there's quite a small gap to get onto that yellow, but there certainly is a gap there, and as you said, he hasn't got to do
there.
Yeah.
So maybe pot this, then waste one on the other yellow. Oh, a bit unlucky there. Great effort. He's just got to waste one here. Oh, I suppose he's got the tough black at the end, and black's not simple either. I don't think.
Not if the yellow in the left middle is the last yellow you pot. It's tough to get on the black from there.
That's right. I don't think the double's on. Maybe he's going to look at a triple here. I don't know if he's looked at that yet. He's not going to double back, but oh, I didn't mean to triple that way. I still can't see where the black's going to go. I don't think Jimmy will be happy to have a tight black in the centre pocket, unless he's right behind it. It's going to be difficult to get the white there. Maybe the shot is just maybe come off the inside rail, the right hand rail, and just knock that yellow to the corner, like try and get it over the hole with right hand side and get the white down on the bottom. Let Rusty try and knock some balls in. You're going to open the red up as well for the black.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to pot this. Well, he didn't want to pot that. He's put that over the hole. So he's sort of done the same thing, but I feel he could have done something like to
free that ball up.
Yeah, on the right hand rail there.
And and there's a lot of pressure on Rusty to do something with it, because then he's got his balls out. And
That's right, and the black's on.
Yeah.
That's a good shot with Rusty.
Shot it.
Geez, fraction hard would have been a great shot.
Yeah.
Cover that and not open that up would have been a great shot. So really now Rusty's covered the yellow in the bottom right-hand corner, but has also covered the yellow in the top right-hand corner, but from the other side. So
it looks like James maybe just, you can always do bump the yellow up over the hole and leave the white there.
I don't think you can get through there.
Can't get through the gap there.
Or maybe, but James is looking at it.
You're not going to want it to go in. But I think if he does, he's going to be in right at the rail, so the yellow would sit over.
Yeah.
You might just see him roll this down here again, like he...
It's a good touch. So what's the old Rusty going to do? Probably going to get his dead ball off the right hand rail there, near the centre pocket. Just double it out. Maybe get it to the back rail so he can play it off the yellow into the top right hand corner.
Behind the yellow, yeah.
Right, get that ball up there instead. Okay. I feel he might have wanted that to go in so he could then play the other red that is straight on into the top right hand corner and try and put that over.
Oh, that was a tough red for him anyway, all the time that the yellows were where they were. So,
well, it's quite an interesting table now because I don't think James wants to pot any more yellows. Yeah, otherwise, he's going to be way down on the ball count. He's not going to have anything to work with. Maybe a thin yellow in the middle and try and break the other yellow out. But what does he do in the top right hand corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to pot it, but he didn't want to put it up there either.
I was going to say, I wonder if I think he was trying to push it over towards the right pocket more.
Yeah. He needs some assistance over in that right-hand corner to try and maybe pot the yellow off his yellow and open it up somehow.
So now Rusty's getting that dead ball off. You set it up before.
That's it.
Put it in the gap. And
Jimmy needs to do something different here.
yeah, so now he's looking at this
What about
that gap that I was talking about before.
Well, it's a lot harder from here. Foul. It was a lot harder from that distance. I may have been tempted to play that bottom right-hand yellow and just open them up a little bit. But it's all a bit difficult, really. So Rusty with two shots. Get them both out? No, got the one
Double
out.
for the middle.
Probably would have tried to get both of them out there. You know, hit that half ball, quarter ball, and kick the other red away. But obviously Rusty in a hurry there. He's got James locked up with that yellow in the bottom right-hand corner and the yellow on the top rail. So now he's just got both his balls out.
Yeah, well, Rusty's just worked on getting all of his balls into a good position.
That's right.
The two down the bottom right are still a bit obviously more difficult for him, but
He can use that red near the centre pocket to get an angle on that on the right-hand centre and slide in underneath and kick that red out, which is blocked by the yellow.
kicks that one out. He's then going to be automatically on the other one below the.
Oh, look at this. Jimmy's done it for him.
And that's
Hang on. Oh my God. Didn't see that shot, Lee.
I don't know if he did or not. There was no thought of an apology, so maybe he was aiming it.
Well, he's just trying to get in the general area, and he's played it absolutely perfect.
And feed the other ball up at the same time.
Yeah. How's the yellow in the middle off the red? No, he's going to go to cut. Get the black out? No, next shot black out. Okay, so it's all on this shot right now. he doesn't want to hit it square. He wants to hit it about half ball, try and nick it to the blue spot and get the white up the inside.
Yeah. If he hits full ball, he could push the black towards the left,
That's
either
right.
of the left side, and he could also then sit behind the red.
Yep. So he's got to try and hit it thin. But this game has turned around twice now. James had control, then Rusty took the control back, and from one good shot, James has got it back. Well, he played it the way we said, but he's hit it way too hard.
If he cuts this in very, very thin, and can he run back down in between them for the black to use the red in the middle?
That's where he's looking right now.
So,
yeah. I don't know if I'd hit it thin or if I'd hit it dead straight and deep screw it. Depends on...
Okay, yeah, screw back, yeah.
Because I think you can use the jaw here, the big jaws here. So hit it thin, you're going to use that jaw. I think he's going thin side like you suggested. Yep, no hurry, Jim. Oh, he's gone. No, he's just worked on a shot. Like we said, the pockets are big enough here to be confident enough to have a go at these blacks. Yes. Hit the wrong jaw there and still got it in. Wow, that was a big turnaround from that shot he played on that yellow off the two cushions. There it is there. Dan's just got a replay of it. That's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, you could see there that James was pretty pleased with himself after that shot. So it's as you would be.
Tell you what, 4-2. It's got a mini break happening there. A couple of frames in front.
It's a big break here for Rusty. He's going to be desperate to get this rack. You don't want to drop three behind to a player of James's.
Well, he's nearly gone off in the middle again.
One. Oh no, it's sat.
He will get one. There you go.
Red.
He's got two.
I thought that the bottom yellow went.
Well, he hasn't got an easy red, so he's going to have to take yellows. Reds look easier from the other side, but can't get one. A bit short there from Rusty. No big deal. I think he'll take this yellow in the middle pocket, left middle, just come off the side rail, try and end up near the bulk line where he's looking now, and take the yellow into the centre pocket.
Michael Scarry took the first frame against Ricky in the plate final.
Wow, that's taken a while over there, but Rusty's going the way I suggested. Just hit it a bit light on again.
It looks there's a little bit less angle again on the table than what there is on the screen for this yellow. So
Bit thin.
Yeah, he's over.
What's James got here? Tell you what.
The left
One
of
good
those
shot.
Three reds in the middle. That goes to the bottom right.
Yep. One good shot here. I would suggest he has to stun this in and take the high red of them three into the other middle pocket. That would have missed on normal table.
It would use all of the pocket there, yeah.
That was a bit wide. Okay, well that's he hasn't quite got it as high as he would have liked. So, well, he's just come off the red there. He's just got to check it again and make sure it still goes. He's just nicked the red. Did you see that, Lee?
Yeah, you just saw it move.
Yep. And he's not on the right angle either with that red in the middle there.
No, I wonder, could he run through for this red to go into the left middle?
No, he's got too much angle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think he has to like stun it in, like smash stun, like off the side rail and come back out. Try and land where the black is.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he can do a lot with that red in the centre pocket over on the right.
And you're going to want to be right on it as well.
Yeah, well, you want to be probably where, nearabouts where the red is.
Yeah.
Have a nice thin cut on it to get back on the black. He hit that a little bit too low on the white. Can he smash this into the centre and deep screw back? He's got to get the white below the black to put the red into the other middle pocket. See, just like that. He's happy with the double. Must have been too tight, obviously. So,
yeah.
Double for the money. Well, for the win. Long way off the money yet.
Frame shot.
It's a great shot, Jimmy. Looks a bit thin on TV, but it's probably about a quarter ball cut. No danger with the white ball. Nice shot.
It's 5-2 to Jimmy.
5-2. Nobody's potted a legal ball off the break. We've had 6 breaks, and no one's got a ball yet. So it's quite interesting.
I thought Rusty did on that last one. I think he got the red in there.
But he fouled.
No, the red, yeah. Yeah, clean as you like, that double. Nice replay there from Dan.
Yes. Okay, so I've been corrected. So there has been one legal ball potted on the break by Rusty, and still lost the frame. So we've got James here breaking off at 5-2. Yellow ball potted, another yellow.
Wow,
oh,
huge break.
How's the way them 2 yellows just stuck together up top left there? And the 2 reds in the middle don't go. Wow, that's a really interesting table there, just looking at that. It's like nothing's certain here. There's no ABCs.
It's wondering if he can pop the yellow at the bottom and come up through to here. That's the angle he's looking at.
If here is up towards the top left-hand corner near that red to get on them 2 yellows that don't go. The high yellow, the low yellow go into the top right-hand corner. He's played that pretty good.
On it, hold up.
That's perfect.
Good,
Wow, that's a great touch shot. He's just travelled 6 foot. Plus the 3 foot, he potted the ball, like 9 foot in absolutely perfect position.
He's put it to the 9mm round position he wanted the ball. That's.
He would have liked to have gone a little bit further on that ball and not be hampered by the ball. Take the other yellow in the middle.
It's him. Will he be playing the ball over the... Oh, okay, it's... Yeah.
That's a good little angle going the right way. It would have been a bit tricky if it was the other angle.
It's going to just behind the red, yeah.
Ball on ball. Nice shot. Where's the black going, Lee? Bottom right-hand corner.
So I think he's checking the middle. I think if it goes through to there, I think he'll play for the middle.
Absolutely, yep. If it goes in the middle.
They said if not, it wouldn't be a problem to just run out just past the red.
That's pretty good. Yeah, great shot. Great out, Jimmy. Well done.
Rusty's going to need to steady this ship pretty quickly.
Yeah, 6-2 is a pretty good lead in a final. 4-frame lead there. And Rusty breaking, he's starting to think, well, I better get a ball off this break, otherwise I'm going to be 7-2 down in a minute. So, yeah, that just thinking that puts that little bit of pressure on. Start tensing up the backhand. All of a sudden, you're not let that cue go flying through the back of that white ball, and he's nearly gone in off again. No ball.
Come up dry, and again, I mean, the yellows, you've got those two yellows at the top left, which have kind of stuck together, but
Black's a little bit difficult, but he's got that yellow next to the black to break it out. Don't know if that's the first ball I'll be taking. But
no, well, he hasn't got the angle here to get the black. Wonder if he was trying to leave himself the angle there.
Possibly.
Because he's going to be on the top left yellow if he does cannon the black. But
I mean, the black does go in the middle pockets, but we don't really want to be dealing with pinpoint precision from a ball that you're plotting at the other end of the table. So you'd like to know that you can get on it early and know that it's on, rather than leaving it for the last ball. This is a nice angle here to float over. Float over for that one. Yeah, lovely shot, James. So back to this black ball. That's the issue. So now James is looking where he needs the white ball for the black. And there's not a lot of room there. Yeah, he's got about 4 inches that he, by the look of it, the way he had his cue there. So which is his last ball, Lee? He's going to screw off of this and get on.
I'm thinking he's going to get on the one that's nearest to this now.
Yeah.
And if he just runs on from here a little bit and leave himself the angle to pop and then to come off with right hand side and come past the middle.
Yep.
And the way he's hit the last couple of shots to the top left, I'm going to be banking on him putting it about where he wants this now.
I think there's a lot of room there on that side rail there, because that white ball coming out might clip that red. No, he's played a good shot. Has he got up there?
Look at this.
Oh, it's fantastic. Great shot there, Jimmy.
He's got that white ball on a bit of string at the minute.
And we're going to pass you over to Jamie Stevens.
Thanks, Alec.
Just recording. Obviously, no breaks. Foul breaks. Spotted the ball, foul breaks. Just.
Sorry for not being here at the start of the match, folks, but I'm sure Alec filled the shoes nicely. But good story to tell you, though, while we're having a little break here. Decided to go home and get changed well over an hour ago and get some food at the local Indian restaurant across the road. And Nick and myself thought we'd order something extra hot. And Nick decided to go hotter than he normally does and almost died. So it cost us $107 for our meal in the end because he ordered about 3,000 kilos of yogurt. So that made us really late to get back here in time.
Glad I'm not staying in your room tonight, Jamie.
Oh, I've never seen anything like it. It was hilarious. And for those that are interested as well, we have the Western Plate happening, the final, Ricky Emery and Skerry. And I heard Skerry's up 4-0.
Yeah, I think the first frame took about as long as the preceding three, so it was 1-0 last time we checked, and so Skerry's rattled off 3 frames pretty quick there.
What's it raced to?
I've got a feeling that the final is 6. May just be 5. Alec did say 5 earlier, but I thought I heard somebody saying it was 6. I have been known to be wrong, so.
All right, so Jimmy's back. Rusty still to return. And don't forget, obviously you can see on your screen, this is not race to 11 now, it's now race to 13. Would have been awesome, just the standard that Jimmy's playing at the moment, would have been awesome to see race to 21. He's just putting on a clinic, and Rusty put on a clinic the match before. I think the difference is Jimmy's punishing for the mistakes, whereas Robbo didn't. And then when Rusty gets in front like that, when he doesn't get punished for mistakes, he gets in that freewheel mode that he saw last match. Jimmy hasn't allowed that clearly. We've been watching it on the stream, by the way. So. Yeah,
well, I mean, there's been very few balls missed, as we've saying that the break is what it's all coming down to. So.
So ball down.
Big break. Look at that distance between, you got all the yellows at the top, all the reds at the bottom.
This break's just actually ridiculous, and he will take yellows without any hesitation. But that is just a ridiculous break. You've got to be honest about it. There's just not really any problems at all here, especially with the generosity of the pockets. Even that
needed
missed.
The generosity there.
That missed, but doesn't matter. We know what we're playing on.
And as Alec pointed out, when you got a table which does have generous pockets, that puts the added pressure on that you know that if you miss, your opponent also is playing on generous pockets, so he's going to punish you at your mistakes. So.
Yeah, and you can take on outs that you wouldn't otherwise maybe take out, where you can play for really difficult long balls that are near rails and things like that. I saw in another frame, I think Alec commented saying that Jimmy was happy to take this long difficult pot on, and it was just because it was on a tougher table, a sort of more generous table. He may have tried to get closer on a different table. So and this is why I picked these two guys to make the final, because they play the attacking potting game. They're excellent potters, and when you can afford to leave yourself long and you've got a bit more open pocket, just start producing. Jimmy just doesn't look like he's going to miss.
No, he's putting the white ball exactly where he needs it every shot.
Yeah, he's just stringing it like you wouldn't believe. He's the dude that's holding all the strings at the moment. And Rusty just takes no time in actually just racking these balls up fast as he can. He wants to get himself going in this match. It's been a really weird tournament for Rusty his last sort of few matches, because Jimmy's just destroyed him the first match. Then he's gone and destroyed Robbo, like actually whitewashed him. And now he's back on the destruction, getting caned again end of the stick. So his emotions must be all over the place from that type of stuff going on.
Yeah, we've certainly been through a roller coaster over the last couple of hours. Umpire not happy there with
he's all over it, isn't he? He's done it a couple of times. Big break here from Rusty as well.
there was certainly some anger in that. I think that was part to do with the scoreline and also part to do with the ref.
Yeah, he wanted to just get on with it, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he'll take reds here and just needs to make sure that he deals with these two that are near the balk line on the left side of the table. Just gets fairly straight on one of them. That looks pretty good. I think they're both on. Yep, so no problems here really. Everything just links. Like it's after this shot, there's one good positional shot required just to get centre table. You don't want to be halfway up where you've got to travel the wide up and down for the ball that's over the opposite middle. You just want to get in the middle of the table and just have two easy run-ins, and then it's just a simple black afterwards.
He's pretty straight on this, but I think he just screw back out. Yeah.
Well, he had a bit of angle there, and that's actually, I think that's pretty fine. Like, it looks, on the table it looks fairly straight, but it might have a bit more angle than we think. You might have to really drag this.
He's going to be pretty happy where the back is anyway. He's back himself to pop that from anywhere on the table.
Yeah, we won't see any theatrics here from Rusty. He'll just screw back a touch and just make sure of the black. So Rusty responds in kind.
Really wasn't important to frame that.
A little bit of support on the sidelines for Rusty there. Tip, and there's a few dollars on the background going on there.
I think a lot of the viewers here will just be wanting a really good final as well, and obviously some good quality, but we want to see a nice close final, and we want it to go a lot longer as well. So
yeah, I'm still undecided about the whole losing the double chance if you win the winner's side of the draw, only because what the reward is basically don't play a match and then come back and play race of 13 instead of 11. I don't know, it just feels like you haven't been rewarded. But on the other side of the coin, I can see why the double chance is being removed, because it can really drag the tournament out, time-wise. Massive break again, but no joy. Incredible. So Jimmy's basically dry broke or fouled the first two frames. He's dry broke the first two frames, pot a ball off the next three, but fouled one of those, and he's dry broke again. They've basically done exactly the same so far. Rusty's got 3 dry breaks, 3 balls to the break, but one of them was a foul also.
Yeah, the break and foul, they both did one after the other.
That suggests to me with the scoreline what it is. Jimmy's just been much cleaner around the table in general. Taking the chances when they're there. Rusty may have been given a few up.
I can't actually think of a ball that James has missed. So
Rusty just wants to make sure he leaves himself sort of just off straight, because he wants to slide past the red. He doesn't want to cannon the red. He wants to slide past and bring himself down the table a bit to get just a little bit straighter. Well, he's going to run right through and just give himself the half ball and come back, sort of wants to land on basically where the spot is this shot. If he can land where the spot is this shot, he's absolutely perfect. And, well, he's in line with the spot. It's the same thing. The line is exactly what you needed here. He's going to screw back for the black. And happy days for Rusty, he's back. And now gets the break. So 8-4 now. And it's not race to 11, so there's still actually plenty of time. Race to 11 when you're at 8, you think, oh, there's only a few frames. It's still got to get 5 frames, Jimmy. It's a long way to go still. Rusty won't feel out of this now. He's run the last 2 racks.
Rusty's questioning that colour of the J, and I'm pretty sure he does know.
Oh, yeah.
He's having a bit of a lend to the umpire there.
Yeah, not sure the umpires picked up on it. But he wants the same break as what he got last break, I think. A lot of people up on the balcony as well watching this match. Big break again. And this time it's Rusty's turn to fall up short. So another dry break for Rusty. So he's got 4 dry breaks. That's actually pretty incredible. The way they're belting the hell out of these balls and pulling them apart. Really surprised there's been so many dry breaks.
Yeah, well, the tables are running fast enough. They're, as we say, they're generous pockets, and for the balls not to be dropping off the break. And there's a bit more traffic here at the top left of the table, so it's not straightforward.
One good can on this yellow that's just to the right of the red that's sticking out the most, close to the balk line. If you can cannon that that yellow, you'll open everything right up. He's missed it. He's on the ball close to the pocket, but not sure what advantage it offers. He may try and screw back off it, get an angle on the red that he's closest to now to play it in the middle, but give himself an angle where he can stun onto the yellow that's above that red as we're looking at it now, and clear it for the other red in the corner.
Yep.
It actually requires obviously pure precision, but the way he's playing at the moment, he's going to sit it. He's put the brakes on. And you know what? That is the percentage shot. And he knows Rusty's just run 2 racks in a row. Let's just put the brakes on, slow him down a bit, and just force him into a tactical battle. Good thinking from James.
I also think James playing the way he is and not missing, it's not always the easiest thing to then sort of take stock and play a defensive shot when you're firing and you're potting everything. You look at a table and you think, I can do this. So for him to do that, it shows that he's thinking as well as playing well. So.
Yeah, he's I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago he might not have done that. He might have just tried to produce something. I think his game maturity has come a long way as well, but I do believe he's been putting in a fair bit of time in the game as well.
I think that also shows a respect to his opponent as well, playing a shot like that.
Yeah, like he recognised quickly, like he watched the Robbo match and saw that how quickly he can rattle frames off, and he just thought, well, I'm not going to allow that to occur in my match, so I'll slow him down. Well, basically took on the finish that pot too. He's always looking for the finish. Like if he gets that pot, I don't think the balls land the way they are, so he wouldn't have been snookered on these 2 reds. Would have come off a thinner angle and a slightly different cannon would have occurred. I don't know what that would have been, but wouldn't have been what you see at the moment. But it gives Rusty another shot. And I think he's going to try and get in amongst these dodgy yellows now with this ball that's in the middle of the table. If he can cannon the red, the highest one of the 3, like this, but he's just cannoned it high. He had to cannon it full. Yeah. Then he's got an angle on the yellow to the corner, and he can screw into the other yellow and basically punch it off the side rail and back out again and give himself a chance. Now he's going to try and sit this over the hole, I think. Well, he's hit it a bit wayward, but that's still okay because he smothered the ball. In fact, thinking about it, I think that's exactly what Rusty wanted. There's no point putting it over the hole because Jimmy just brings it out.
Yeah, at least this way he's blocked the ball as opposed to blocking the pocket.
Yeah, and you can't bring it out this shot. Jimmy could foul here if he wanted to and just promote the red and leave really no shot on. It's a worthwhile option to think about because...
Playing it just off full ball.
Yeah, I think he's just thought about it.
A bit further over the hole and leaving the white and the yellow pretty close to each other.
Yep. I think he's just giving it some consideration now. I mean, it opens up his red. He's in full control at the other end of the table. Doesn't like it though.
Isn't going to have an easy shot to start, so...
Well, he's decided against it. I think he did see it and consider it. But... Wow, I didn't even hear a 30-second call there.
No, maybe did I.
And geez, I'll tell you what, Rusty he didn't take long to ask for that ball in hand, did he?
It was almost as quick as the one at Nationals.
Wow, is that a turning point for this match? Because I actually expect Rusty to get these because there's only one dodgy yellow. And he can even use the yellow to punch it off the red and probably promote it if he wants to anyway. come short on that. Wanted to be straighter. Played it well. Needs to go up and down now.
Yeah, I think he'll still be happy. He could almost double this one across and waste your one. And
yeah, it's smart play, using the two wisely. He's got good angle as well to stun up. Probably screw right side of the black. No, he's got the angle to stun. Well, 8-5 now, you would think. Don't see anything going wrong here for Rusty. Look at him, he's sort of walking around the table pretty quick now too. That's when you've got to be wary of him. When he starts motoring. I'll tell you what, I don't know if Jimmy even heard that 30-second call, but he's not getting... No, he's just asking now. Okay, so Jimmy's basically just said to the ref, can you make sure I hear the 30-second call from now on? So I think what Jimmy's going to do is if he gets a 30-second call, which won't be that often, I might add, because he's a pretty fast player, I think he's just going to make sure that the umpire tells him, and he will acknowledge it to the umpire to say thank you. And he's within his right to do that as well, I believe. I could be wrong.
Well, I would have thought so. When these players, they're so zoned in to what's happening in the match, and sometimes you don't hear the noises that are around you, unless there's a loud sort of confident call. Sometimes you're not thinking about it. You're worried about what you're doing. So
I have to say I didn't hear the 30-second call then, but then again I wasn't really listening out for it or anything. It wasn't hardly what was on my radar. So
no, well, obviously we were looking at the shot and thinking out, what we're doing. And when you're thinking back to it, he did spend a little bit of time actually eyeing up the shot, and then he reverted back to looking at how they're possibly leaving the foul down the bottom here, and then opted out and went back to the other shot. So there was a bit of time.
Yeah, he probably was a time foul. I think he was just more the fact that he didn't hear the warning, so he was sort of a bit annoyed. But he didn't crack it or anything. He's just asked the umpire for, he's just requested that he just makes sure he's acknowledged. And like I said, he handled it well. He didn't sook about it. Another dry break though.
And at 8-5, this final's looking completely different to where we were just sort of 10 minutes ago.
So you just see Rusty there queuing into the red, so he's basically just indicating that he wants to screw off this yellow and cannon the red to the left of the yellow. He's missed, well, he's got it in a way that he didn't actually play for, but he's still got the cannon, I guess. But he's...
Looks like he's put the yellow nearest to the red on, but he's got to get onto it from the end.
Yeah, everything goes, but he just needs to get another ball. I think he's better off actually. I think he's got a bit of angle, so he might have to screw right to the left-hand side of the table and play the ball in the bottom left pocket. Oh, well, he had a perfect angle. I didn't even notice.
So the angle looked to me like it was going the other way. So.
Same here, yeah. He's not played that well. Overhit it a bit. Black ball also a tricky problem to deal with.
I wonder if he's just going to play the yellow just to flick off the top of those two reds to go into the middle, because in the white he can stop it to then roll the one on the far right side in, leaving the yellow down the bottom. The black's not simple from there, but again it looks like it goes through to the middle. So
yeah, that shot you're talking about looks... Oh, no, yeah, it is a possibility, but it's tricky. You're right, though. He's still got to deal with that yellow in the middle of the table. Looks so easy because it's in the middle of the table. But it's not very accessible. There's balls around it that are causing issues to get onto it neatly. Whoa. Opportunity for James to re-stamp his authority on the match. It's been a little bit of one-way traffic the last few frames. His opening shot's a bit tricky. Must be playing the plant, is he? It's not set.
Play safety, run up behind that top red.
Yeah, it's not bad. But
Looks like
Rusty's got a cut here.
Yeah, so that bottom of the two yellows close, that goes to the bottom left. And I think with the angle he's got, the white will be running off the two rails to the side and then the bottom rail, and we'll be coming back up. Maybe if that yellow passes to the top left.
I wouldn't be surprised if it does pass the top left. He tries to stun to the black here. No, he's played a plain ball. It's interesting though, because he had to have known that that was the path that white was going to take, and he's just sort of played to pot the ball and not land more precisely. But he's a bit of a creative genius, Rusty, so he's already sort of knows he's going to jack up on this, try and screw across the right side of the table and play this yellow in the same pocket. And even this shot here, he's not going to try and get right behind. He's just going to stun just this side of the middle pocket and take a difficult black on, just like that. And this is a big let off for James, because he should have seen that shot. Oh, and a bit of a table punch there from Rusty. Is this a big turning point in the match? Because that could be 8-6 right now.
James is very quick up out of his seat there, and at the table, this is a chance he's going to be desperate to capitalise on, because he wasn't expecting it. No, I can't see it going wrong for him from here.
No, he should get these. But he will just take a little bit of time around the table just to... One thing that James is aware of, that it's difficult to play Rusty because in some way he forces you to speed up because of the way he plays. And James recognised that a little while ago when he played Rusty a few times, and so he made a conscious effort to not speed up just because, because the match was going fast. If he needs to take some time to compose himself or do whatever he's got to do or map the out, then he's going to do it. Now, he took a lot of time then, probably good 30 or 40 seconds, and that was just basically to map the whole route out. Now you're starting to see him just work through the balls quickly. The only way he's going to take a bit more time again is if he falls out of position.
Yeah, and then the shot onto the black will be the one that will take a bit of time, but as you said, he's took almost as much time to map the out as what he's going to do to make it. Yeah, I would have thought Rusty is one player that you don't want to start trying to play his game, because his game is so unique to a lot of the players.
He's so fast, and I think you don't mean to do it. It's just that the match goes so fast paced, so you kind of get drawn into it without you realising that you're actually playing really quickly. And the same thing can happen with players that are really slow. You can kind of get drawn into playing really slow. So Jimmy goes 9-5. That was a big let off. Jimmy played, I wouldn't say it was a poor safety shot, but it was a safety shot that gave an opportunity that Rusty took full advantage of, except missing the black. And that hurts. And just there up on your screen, you can see poolstat.net.au, and we have been keeping stats of the matches throughout the entire tournament. There have been tablets around the room that log into the Poolstat website. Basically what happens is a pin number gets put in, it brings up that person's match. They start the match and then just update their frame scores at the end of each frame. Calculates master breaks as well if you actually remember to put them in, unlike myself. Not that I got that many anyway. But it's been revolutionary for keeping track of score updates for people that aren't able to tap into the live stream, for example, but just can quickly check the website on their phone. So ball down there for Rusty.
I know when you're following a tournament like this and you are at home, one of the most asked questions is what are the scores from around the room, and this idea of the pool stat, being able to follow it is, it's awesome. Yeah,
in actual fact, if you go back to some previous streams before Poolstat started, you will find during the streams, we'll start giving you score updates from other matches. Now, if you go back and watch a replay of a match, those scores are just so irrelevant at the time of watching a replay because they're not happening anymore. So we don't have to do that with pool stat anymore because you can just log in and have a look yourself.
So, just wondering if Rusty will just flick off the left-hand side of the left on the yellow, the bottom left yellow, and just almost try and put the white back to where it is now. It'll create a bit of distance between his two balls, and as long as he gets a good white, he's not going to leave anything on. Yeah,
very much a snooker player shot this too. You see this sort of safety shot in the snooker played a lot. You're right though, you want to be behind the yellow there. And just obviously finally on pool stat as well. A lot of people won't know the mind behind the app, and a shout out to Greg Johncock for all his hard work.
Nice opening pot there by James. He struck it confidently,
and that just re-emphasises your call about getting it behind the yellow. Shot wouldn't have been on if he gets it in the right spot.
And to be honest, even from where he landed, even if Rusty had rolled on an extra couple of inches and not got behind the yellow, all he was leaving Jimmy was a plant, and he's not going to want to play a full table plant like that. So
I think he's just banging him in because he's just so confident on these pockets. He's underhit that too.
I wonder if he's got the angle to follow on and come low of that yellow, or if he's going to have to stay.
Looks like he's got to screw off it because of the middle pocket.
Yeah, so I thought he was going to have to stay high.
Bangs it in. He'll play the one that he's closest to with the white now as well, just stun that and then just play the ball down the rail as well. It'll just be a matter of whether he can hold for the middle.
I think he'll back himself to take the black up to the top left.
Come across table? Yeah, I think you're right.
Yes, he's got
definitely now.
Here, yeah.
Geez, the way he's queuing, he might even come a centre table, but I think your shot's the shot. Oh, could have landed a bit better, but geez, the way he's potting, you just expect him to get this. This is the shot though where if he misses it, it could be another one of those turning points that we've talked about. Mick Scary's a big fan of the turning point.
I always find when you got the white and the black this close, always, rather than getting right down on cue, and I tend to look up a bit higher and see a higher potting angle, and he's obviously got right down and put it straight in. Look at that. And a good white just in case.
Yeah, I find with those shots, you try not to take too long on them. The more you aim them up and try and line them up, the worse it becomes. You miss them. You always overcut them if you're trying too much to line them up. I reckon you just need to trust your instincts on those sort of shots. They're generally just a half ball shot. Just a lot of distance to travel with the actual object ball.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those shots where you get down, you think you got the potting angle, and you start second guessing yourself, and you almost talk yourself out of it.
Exactly, and generally what happens when you talk yourself out of it is you overcut it.
Yep. So James has managed to take 2 frames there in a row and then open back up to that 5-frame lead. So obviously race to 13 here, so James still has a bit of work to do, but Rusty's not going to want to let him get too many more until he can get right behind him. So Rusty's going to be out there trying to compose himself, and these going to be a big few frames for him here.
Yeah, and while obviously we have that, we'll just run through our sponsors. We've been giving them a plug as much as possible all weekend, and if you're thinking of purchasing equipment or tables, please try and use one of the sponsors listed on the feed. And we've got some I mean, the tournaments just never seem to stop these days. There's always tournaments coming up, and I'm not sure what the next major one is, but I know one that is coming up is the Killer Crossover Comp in Tassie. They've increased their prize money this year, and they're trying to get the as many states involved as possible. So if you want to play in another tournament, and I believe that one is on August.
It's August sometime, yeah. August the 21st.
I'm actually just bringing up the flyer. That won't load because my internet is just being terrible.
Welcome to WA, Jamie.
Actually, it's been sensational, but you're right, 20th and 21st, Killer Crossover. So if you want to get into another comp, lock yourself in for that one.
I believe Justin Sage is the defending champion of that comp, isn't he?
He is, yes.
Last year. Yeah, it's great to see some of the sponsors that have got behind this tournament. You know, these sponsors are based all over the country, so I honestly think that the work that Dan does is what opens it up to allow those sponsors to sponsor an event like this. It's in a different state, but the coverage that Dan provides, they know it's still getting out to a wide enough audience to make it worthwhile for them.
Yeah, that's right. I know Matty Bolton was on here last night, and he just said the sponsors probably really don't get the financial benefit that that they've put into the tournament, but they're still willing to help out anyway and do their bit, and that's actually sensational for Q Sports and all the players involved as well. I don't think it's ever been healthier in Australia at Q Sports than at least 8 ball anyway, than what it is right now.
No, but it's great to see the amount of players that have travelled interstate to come here, and obviously you had big guns recently, and there were a few guys from WA that made it over. It's a comp that I'm aiming to get to next year, and if there's going to be a few guys from here, and I think that would be a great experience, something I'd be looking forward to.
Yeah, it's this and Western National being so close together, it makes it a real hotbed time of the year for big tournaments, almost seasonal in fact.
It's an expensive time of year for those guys that aren't the ones at the pointy end of the tournament, but it's all about gaining that experience and to one day be able to be there. So
yeah, and also in between these two comps as well, the Darwin Open was on, and I know for a fact that the Darwin Open will continue to run, and they are wanting more southerner players to play, which is everyone, because Darwin's up the north end, but they want as many people from other states in that comp. So another comp that you could possibly think about going to next year, and I know they're going to change the date as well to try and make it a bit more accommodating around other tournaments, and also maybe a bit more comfortable for weather-wise time of year, because it does get pretty warm up there. But it's just most states are just putting something together and trying to make something happen. It's just really good, and it obviously requires people to do that as well. So anyone that's doing that, big shout out. It's not something I want to do as organise a pool comp. That's why I do the commentary. That's my way to give back.
Nice big break there by James.
That's massive, and he chalks himself up. He's 4-4.
Looks like the yellow in between these two reds does pass to the top left. So yeah, he's going to take that now, and it's all open from there. Again, used the pocket, but there was plenty of it there to use. So he's.
I'll tell you one thing you can always be sure of when I get on the commentary a little bit later than what I'm supposed to start. I get a ton of SMSs coming. So a shout out to Steve Jamison, Kurt Dunham, who is actually, I think, over in England already ready to start his professional snooker debut. All the best to you, Kurt. And I know Ash came over with you as well. That's a big move for Ash, because she's basically put her career on hold for Kurt to chase his dream, and I tell you what, that is a big sacrifice for a partner to make, so props to her for doing that.
Sure, I'm not alone in wishing Kurt all the best. He's got a whole country who's going to be interested in following him.
Yeah, and I know Neil Robertson tapped into the big guns live feed because Mark was playing in the final, and he had a bit of chuckle at my commentary at some of the things that I hung on Robbo about. So I don't know if Neil's watching this one or not, but if he is, yeah, give a shout out to Neil. I won't mention that he cost me money in a multi by losing in the first round of the World Championships or anything like that.
Doesn't sound like you're bitter about that at all.
No, that's fine. That happens at snooker. They're all freaks over there. It's just, there's actually, even snooker, there's that many players now that can just win the world title now. It's not just a selection of 5 or 6 or whatever. It's just so many players.
The scary thing would be the age of those players as well. The top players are just younger and younger, and
yeah, it's getting out of control, and because there's so much of a China's got so involved now as well. You can almost guarantee that in the next 10 years, like half the top 12 or top 16 are going to be Asian players, because it's just going to be an enormous boom. Yeah, they're already starting to make an impact. You know, Ding's made the final finally. Still hasn't got over the line, but he's won other tournaments, and there are other players that are starting to come through as well that are, you know, making a foothold into the scene. Good shot there from Rusty. Oh, is he a bit straight? He might be a bit straight. He needs to actually, like this,
yeah,
he needs to get, yeah, I think this is better. I think you've got to play this now. That's a great shot. Once again, oh no, it's okay. He's got a bit of angle to force the white back out. It doesn't have to come out much as long as he's not on the cushion. There you go. Excellent shot again. This is actually a really good clinic of clean potting. So that break has done Rusty wonders in that little mop up, because that was some really good pots there.
Yeah, he was able to really open up his arm and play through the balls, and he's just confidently. He's just unleashed the flower power. Yeah, you got to be a confident man to wear a shirt like that.
I told Rusty after the Robbo match, I said, you pull that off, man.
I know Melly Crawley's been here doing her fashionista tips of the comp. She was reading them out to me the other night. I think she'd had a couple of wines maybe, and yeah, her ride up, and Rusty stole the show, I must say. It was funny, and yeah, she was impressed with the shirt. So.
Yeah, there's no one else going to wear that shirt. Just no one. I'd like to see Ricky Emery put one of those shirts on and get around in it.
I tell you, it's the first time I've seen Ricky, and I wouldn't tell him he looked silly in a shirt like that.
That's what I mean. I reckon it'd be hilarious if he whacked one of those shirts on. So another ball in for Rusty as well. He's gone to 5 and 4 balls off breaks. Very gettable also. This is one of the key shots of this out. I reckon there's 2 key shots. That was one of them, and the other one is just to make sure you get on the left-hand side of the 2 yellows that are near the centre pocket in such a way where you're not going to disturb the other one and put it into an unfavourable position. When I say this was one of the key shots, he's not exactly on the angle that he wanted. And that's why he's just loaded this up. And
he wanted it a bit further, but I just wonder if he can now take the right hand of those 2 yellows if that slides past without it.
Do you reckon it goes? I think he's forced to take this bottom ball he's looking at. So this is oh, that's missed. This was getting a little bit made up as we went along this out, because he fell out of position sort of twice. He gets that, he actually goes game. He got himself back into a good spot.
He's going to take a good shot here, but the red on the far left, Dela can put that one in using the yellow. And there's a big enough gap at the top right for that other red to go through.
So you reckon that red passes the yellow that Rusty just missed?
I think there'll be enough of a gap to get it out. Or at least, I think he'd be able to sink it as well.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The yellow looks like it's a bit out of the pocket there.
Well, there's the shot that Dan's just gone to now, which is the more overhead view. It looks like the pocket's looks pretty accessible. I don't know if I want to be doing it from this angle. I'd rather be pretty straight on it, rather than cutting a sort of across the angle you've got to hit. Oh, for those that are interested as well, Scary won the Western National Plate, and they're just doing photos now. He's beaten Ricky Emery 5-2.
So he's going to take this one now, and I think he'll be trying to get onto the far left-hand red afterwards.
He's played that well. That was so much more difficult than it looked. Yeah. Do you reckon he can sneak this red into the middle off the yellow?
Yeah, I think he'll play it into the yellow. But you don't want to push the yellow to then hit the black, because you're going to push it back to the side rail.
See, I feel he has to sort of take cushion first a little bit, then the red. Sorry, then the yellow. So you've got to sort of cushion yellow pocket. I could be wrong.
He doesn't want to push the yellow into the other yellow, though. Oh, no, he's okay.
Well, that's caused a lot of headaches for Rusty, that shot. He played it a touch attentively, and here we go. Look at this. Ricky Emery's.
Robbo.
So here you go, folks. There's a quick shot of the best two looking models in 8-ball.
So Ricky looks like he's done that pose before.
And they're having a bit of fun as well. Well, this is interesting because he's sort of half baited him to take this red.
I think he was trying to get that pocket covered as well, just to make this lowest red a bit harder.
Yeah, if he gets the coverage as well, that's a pretty good shot. James is wary of taking it because not only is this it's red sort of tricky to pull out position, but the red that's below the black is tricky as well. It doesn't really go anywhere except maybe a double.
And I think if he cuts this red in, I'd be worried about pushing that yellow into a position that's going to make the black and red even harder.
Oh, he's got close to win off there. Well, he was happy to move them, so he's come up with an idea. I don't know what it is yet. So we've just been joined behind us by the only man in the tournament to get whitewashed for the whole tournament. He's not even worried at all, really.
No. Mick pointed out as soon as I lost, he says, you know what, if you'd lost a close match and like you choked on the ball or something, you'd actually be really pissed off and you'd probably ought to be back in the room by now. But I saw the funny side of it, so...
Yeah, we enjoyed the towel throw in and he happened to still pot the black as well.
I know. Could have been wrong.
I think the scary thing about watching a whitewash like that is that it happened to one of the best players in the room, and if it can happen to him, what hope have we got?
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, at least I took some frames off him. I'll tell you what, the Rusty train is starting to get boarded. 11-6? 10-6? 10-7 in a second. And our viewers have gone in excess of 500, and at Big Guns we had the 500 mark, and that was because Mick Hill was there. We've got over 500 now, and there ain't no Mick Hill, so this is sensational support from the viewers. We really want like $1 million though, don't we, Dan? 5,000 will do for now, and then we'll aim for the $1 million maybe a few years down the track. Rusty just give us a quick, you just see he just looked up the camera there to say, hey, I'm back, I'm not gone yet. And maybe check out this shirt.
Tell Nick to get me a drink. Nick. Amber Ale. Amber what? Amber Ale. James White.
Another ball for Jimmy.
Just got a message from Jason Tanaskovic out in ACT. He messaged me to say good commentating him because I didn't give him a shout out. He said cheers for the shout out. So here it is, Jason. Glad to see that you tuned in, mate.
And you still, I think you still owe me a beer, Jace, too. I can't remember whether you bought it for me or not, but if you did, I apologise.
He probably won't remember, so let's just say he still owes you.
No, he actually walked over and said he owed me a beer, but I just couldn't remember whether he got it or not. But he probably did. Shout out to Matty Kerwood, who actually tunes in a hell of a lot to the live stream. Just turned 18 recently to the young man, so happy birthday, Matty. And that's just another corrupted person that's entered the pool world that's reached the age of 18 successfully. It's only downhill here for you, Matty.
He wasn't worried about trying to get down too far with the table there. He just left himself this shot knowing that he's going to, back himself to make it.
Well, this is it. And, I've got to be honest with you. I know these pockets are generous. I'm still not enjoying leaving myself that kind of distance on the pots. And they're just not caring. Oh, we haven't heard that for a while. The old Brenton Collier Go You Reds chant. And it might have something to do with the fact they haven't won the Nationals for a really long time now.
Scary enjoyed coming up with that comment.
Yeah, Scary. That was Scary, not me. I'll just repeat it. And there's your prize breakdown as well. Pretty average amounts, you might say, but probably not. Oh, Rusty's dumped the white. He potted a ball, but he's dumped the white. Can Jimmy capitalise and take himself to the hill?
So he's looking at the reds.
Well, that's interesting because I actually like, maybe like yellows here myself. Oh no, I probably like reds.
It's mainly the yellow that's nearest to the black there that would have been, but the way he's been potting down the rails.
Well, he smashed, he smashed about 24 of them, and he's just like that recently. So Nick Young's recovered from a near-death experience earlier at dinner that made me late, and he said he's feeling great now. Cheers, Nick. Good angle here. I think he just wants to maybe flick a red, like he just probably the right hand of the two, and then he's guaranteed to be on the ball in the middle, and then he just opens these two balls up as well. Having said that, the way he's played that, clearly this is on, and I've misjudged it badly. I've misjudged it badly. I'll tell you what, we're probably about, of the 520 viewers, I reckon there would have been at least 250 would have laughed about that and just thought, what is this imbecile talking about? I saw that.
but would they be saying that after the shot or before?
No, they would have. I reckon a lot of them would have noticed and just thought, "What is this guy on about?" And I sense Jimmy can't lose this match now if he gets this rack, because he has at least 3 more breaks.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to stop him running one of those racks if he gets a ball off those 3. And
Geez, he's queuing well. He really is queuing sensational at the moment. So he will go to the hill here, no doubt about it. So that little spark that Rusty had is just probably being put out. He won't give up, but when your opponent of that quality gets to the hill and they're running a lot of their own racks, you just have to pray that they don't run another one. Sorry, he's only 11, not 12. He's 12, yeah.
12, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, he's got to win 6 on the trot, which means Jimmy has 4 breaks. 3 breaks.
He's not going to be wanting to break anymore. He's going to want to be doing it after this one.
This is what I mean. He has run a few of his own racks too. I think actually maybe only 2. Big break, massive break. He's got a big draw on a ball in the top corner and no luck potting a ball. And I'll tell you what, we've been keeping track of the stats for potting and balls off breaks. Jimmy is 6-6. Sorry, 5-5. How does that work? Oh, that's right, there's 20 frames, 20th frame. Whereas Rusty is 6-4, but he's fouled twice. Jimmy's fouled once. Pretty important Rusty runs this frame because he gets to break. You know, if he can get it to 12-9, he's going to be feeling a bit better. Jimmy might feel a little bit more nervous, but to be honest, I don't even think Jimmy's feeling the pressure out there that badly. He doesn't seem to twitch under pressure.
No, when I'm looking at James, I see nothing but focus. So.
I had the pleasure of playing him in the world titles with him. We made the final the year that we went together, and he ran, and I've probably said this story a few times, but I'm really, you know, it was a proud moment for everyone in the team, including himself. He broke and ran both his racks in the world final, and it was just sensational. He played huge, and it was actually really funny because he was shaking like you wouldn't believe. You could see his shirt actually shaking.
Quivering, yeah.
And, well, he didn't disappoint, though. He still made the balls. He just doesn't seem to really get heavily affected by it. Not to mention I watched him win a couple of big money matches over there as well. Good shot required here from Rusty. This is a little tricky. Chance this could go wrong. But he's played that supremely. So Rusty keeps himself alive and will break. What do you reckon, Lee? Does he run this rack? Does he miss? What happens this break? What's your prediction?
I'm predicting he's going to hit him hard. He's certainly got that look in his eye. I'm going to say he's going to get one, and he's going to run the rack and go to 12-9, and then say over to you, Della.
All right. Well, he's pot one. It was actually not the best contact in the world. I think he's going to be forced to take yellows, which I don't know if he'd be that upset about. Would have preferred reds though, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way you'd attempt that red into the middle. I think
Yeah.
you're going to have to go for the yellows.
Yeah, a bit of a smile on his face. He knows he wants reds. You know, if he's 12-8 up here, he just gets on with it. He just makes the out on yellows, or he just has a dip on them. But because he can't really afford any more mistakes.
No, he just nominated yellows through gritted teeth there. So.
Yeah. Good key shot coming up after this one. He's got to find the gap in this area. He's got to land. Where's that pen, Dan? He's got to basically land where his cue is, or between the red and the yellow. I reckon he'll cop that all day long. I reckon that is actually his best result. It's not what he played for, but it is his best result. He's just opened up everything.
I think he'll play this one and stun through the gap for the bottom of the yellows to go into the right-hand middle.
You reckon the middle one goes, the corner?
Oh, no, yeah, sorry. I think he'll take this one to the corner and then stun that through.
Apparently it doesn't go.
Doesn't go?
Doesn't either. Okay. I reckon Yeah, you're right. No, not a single one of these goes.
That's a bit stiff to...
Well, that's probably why he's cued down where he wanted it. Oh, Nick Young. I thought you were a bad judge for a sec. Yeah, isn't it amazing? And Jimmy with an opportunity.
It's had an update from Jason, and he said you did, in fact, give him that beer. Thanks very much.
Figured I did. And just a shout out to Mick Delahunty. I'm sure that he's definitely watching. Not a doubt in the world about it. And I hope that James is getting enough coverage this tournament there, Mick. Look at this shot. Oh, he's been probably really stiff, actually. Any contact other than that, and I mean any contact other than that, and he's on something.
Yeah, has he left his... Looks like he's totaled himself.
I reckon he is totaled. A total's actually a better result than just being over to a thin edge, though.
Yeah, well, it just enables him to come off the two rails and come up behind, but...
I think he's going to come off one and hit the furthest red away. If he can just hit a full ball, he's got a snooker back.
Just straight off the side rail, yeah.
That's if the angle allows him to do that. It's fairly thin off that rail, so he's just checking it now, I think. Yeah, so he's just checking it now. Just what he needs? He just needs to nudge this. If he can just nudge it enough as well to make the other red available in case Rusty gets out of the snooker, he'll have a shot on as well. I think this is pretty thin. I don't think he's got a lot of area for a lot of room to move. Yeah, he didn't. I think he's left cushion first for Rusty on the ball at the top. Yeah, I had to hit it thicker, that red, and I just don't know if he could get the angle on it.
Doesn't look like any of James's reds go from to that top left. It looks like they all sort of block each other out, so...
Yeah, and that was why I thought a thicker contact was more important, because he can then open those two reds up and make them available. Oh, he's got a little result there, Rusty, but he'll cop that all day. So he's not going away, Rusty. This will be 12-9. It just punches it in with a bunch of side as well for fun. So Rusty's break again. Jimmy had a chance to close out the match, and I have to say, I think he was a bit stiff. Bat out.
I think it's actually, isn't it Della's break, this one?
Oh, it might be Della's break.
So
Sorry, it is.
Rusty
It
was
is.
going to break and run that one.
You're right.
Got the frame winner right. How have you found your time over in WA, Jamie?
I actually commented earlier. It's been fantastic. I've had some of the locals, being Tristan and Robin, just randomly come over, bring me a drink, bring me something to eat. Took me around a couple of places to get changed, or to just see a bit of get some food late at night after the proceedings are finished here. It's been really good. Everyone's been really nice.
We all feel privileged to have some of the big names coming from over east over here. So we want you to come back again. So I'm glad that the guys have been making you feel welcome.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm one of the big names. I might be maybe for commentary, but maybe not for playing.
I just mean everybody. Yeah,
I've been around for a long time though. But yeah, I mean,
I think you're undercutting yourself there a bit, Jamie.
Yeah, the only real superstar I can think of that we might be missing this year, and I may be missing a couple, but obviously Jake not here this year, but I'm not sure if I'm missing anyone else as far as classified elites.
What about Barry Kitchener? Does he get to many of the big comps around?
No, in fact I don't think I've ever seen him turn up to a tournament in Victoria. Never seen him at Berry. Just doesn't get around the comps. I mean, he's got a family and everything as well. I don't think he prioritises tournaments as part of his life. So I think he just plays, national titles. He's been represented Australia a number of times now as well. But yeah, Brent Reid sort of doesn't get around him as well. But he came over for the big guns this year. Didn't have a great tournament, but I think if he gets to a few more of them, he might. I reckon Rack's on an angle. Look at the devastation.
Another big break there, but just the way the two reds just stuck together at the top right might have made things a little bit more difficult.
I don't reckon he'll take reds. I reckon he'll take yellows. No, I'm wrong.
So he's going to try and obviously just
if you give this
into the top one.
If you give this a bit, it's almost impossible not be on the right hand side of those two that are stuck together. You got to catch the left hand side of the higher of the two reds, or the top side of it. You can't catch the right side of it under any circumstances. This is a different shot. Now you have to do that. He's played that really well.
Yeah, it was a really clever touch there. He wasn't trying to hit it hard. He didn't want to try and knock it out of the way, but he's just put the plant on. And
yeah, and it's just the way Rusty's mind works to just pick up that shot pretty quickly. He just sees things that it looked a little complicated. Maybe you needed a touch of luck or whatever, but he just played it in such a way where there was no luck required. He just planned it perfectly. I'll tell you what, one thing I've noticed about Rusty, he gets these little cannons and they just separate enough to leave him on another ball. I don't know how many times I've done that and I just land hard up on it, it rocks back onto the Y and I've got no shot. It just annoys me. Just wondering where this black goes. A bit straight, is he, or just bangs it in? There's just no problems there. It's only funny because he's actually made that shot look stupidly easy, and it's not like straightforward. Had to put a lot of top on that, generate a fair bit of power. And Rusty's hit double figures as well. So this was 12-7 about 8 minutes ago. We're now 12-10 with Rusty to break. And I'll tell you what, if he happens to get over the line here, 13-12, be one of the
sickest. Going to show my co-commentator my pre-match guess for the score.
So you predicted a 13-10, which means Rusty doesn't break and pot out here. I'll tell you what, a dry break at the time you've called the 13-10. And that's Rusty's 5th dry break. And I do believe, looking at the number of dry breaks that have been in this match, it's too many. Even though the standard's been fairly sick, it's actually, there's too many dry breaks. You need to be potting more balls off the break than this. And what do you reckon, Lee? Does he just get these, or what? Does he just win?
I think the yellow in the middle looks like it goes. Does it go past the red to the top right?
I reckon it does.
So it looks from here like it does, and there's a bit of traffic in the middle of the table to navigate through, but there's plenty of room down the side. So I think he.
I think he's played for it now. I think he just wins.
Rusty's got that look on his face that's saying, just give me a chance at the table.
Yeah, that's all it is. Is just please miss one ball, Jimmy. Give me one chance, and I'll punish you. And Jimmy's like, you're not getting any more chances, Rusty. I'm done with this match. But this is big key. This is huge. This shot. This is absolute key to the match right now.
So I think he's just going to try and play for the yellow at the bottom right of the table after this.
He's not going to care as long as he gets up the table and on a ball.
Oh, he's
okay. I think he's okay.
So he's actually got a bit lucky there, because if he had cannoned that red slightly more of an angle towards his yellow, it would have blocked that off, and he's blocked his.
He would have been
there,
totaled, yep. Yeah, I think he's tried to pick the gap and he's just hit the red.
It's one of those that you're stiff if you do sneak yourself, but.
Well, even if he cannoned it more to the left-hand side, he's just made the black not on. But he can use the bottom ball maybe to check up off the bottom rail and just get a cannon.
Unless he's got to take the yellow on the far left and cannon into the red. It's depending on his angle.
Yeah, we've looked at that at two different ways, and I think I actually like your way better now. Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to hit the black full then as himself, really unluckily, but this should be it. I think Jimmy just wins.
Black to the same pocket.
Look at him watching it, he just doesn't even move. This is a lot more difficult than what he would have liked, but he plays these shots really well.
He hasn't got to worry about the white, he can just 100% on the putt.
Plain ball.
And there we go.
Yeah. And a very entertaining match, you must say, folks, and we hope you enjoyed this coverage. Thank you to all the sponsors, thank you to Poolstat, thank you to the venue, thank you to Ron and all the staff involved in running this tournament. Thank you to Dan Lynch for the stream.
Amazing final for two high-quality players. Congratulations to James Delahunty.
And we'll now sign off. We'll sign off now and let the presentations be underway, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks, guys. You have a good evening. See
you.
ya.
We'll do the presentation in 15 minutes. So enjoy yourselves. Delahunty, 3 votes. We're all fucking running. We're running back to Adelaide.
here it looks bad. But we couldn't see. Over there we couldn't see that. And we're going, can you play the golf? Yeah, like you said, he got that much play. I said it that much. But I am at least you played it. Nah, but you played it like you didn't roll. You played it it's that much further up. You can't miss it. Well, it's just there. That much that way. Maybe not for me, for everyone else. Oh yeah, don't get wrong. I'm not saying I'm not going
Everybody, down to the presentation. We're all done, and there's plenty of people to thank, and deservedly so, because there's a lot of people that contributed to this tournament, and they all deserve a mention. So I'll do all that before I hand anything out to the players. First of all, thank you very much to Billiards, Ray Atwell and Atwell and the team there at Billiards for making obviously boosting the prize money to the richest 8-ball tournament in Australia, to the major sponsor, and just want to say a big thank you and a round of applause for them. The pool table men who have been there from the very beginning, last year and this year, anniversary. Thank you very much for your support. They came down here, reclocked all the tables. Matt was down here early on Thursday, making sure that tables are rolling nicely. I think he did a great job with that. Pool table man, thank you very much. Love having you on board next year. Designer Billiards in New South Wales. This is Graham Medley. I've never met Graham, and he's sponsored this tournament twice. I've only talked to him on Facebook and SMS. I'd really love to meet him one day. If you're watching, Graham, I'm not sure you are, but thank you very much. And if you're in New South Wales, please support Designer Billiards. Thank you. We've got a new sponsor jump on board this year, Pop Black Cannington. Johannes and TAC and our team at Cannington, thank you very, very much for your generous support. And we also have Dynamic Billiards in Victoria and Top Shot Sports in Evreniadis in Queensland. Thank you to all those sponsors. And there is one other sponsor who is also the host, Miss Hughes. Terry is a sponsor of the tournament. She's the most amazing hostess. The lengths that she goes to make the venue good for everybody, to be in here. I don't even know if she sleeps. She does an amazing job. Thank you, Terry. I don't know if they have, thank you, but thank you very much for all your efforts, and I hope we can come back to you next year and do it all again. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for Terry. Terry is also responsible for this beautiful perpetual cup as well, so that's amazing. Adrian Lancaster, who a lot of you will know actually runs quite a few tournaments here in WA, and he's the best at it. He takes all the weight off my shoulders, helps me out. I sort of tried to come here as a player once everything was organised, and Adrian basically takes all the names, calls all the matches. I don't have to worry about much at all. Without him, it wouldn't run as smooth as it does. He's on his way back to Geraldton, which is a 5-hour drive. So thank you, Adrian Lancaster. There is another guy this year that he put in a massive effort, and if it wasn't for him, none of this would have gone smoothly, because this year we had live scoring with Pool Stat, and we had 8 tablets around the place. We had tablets updating themselves, switching off, we had Wi-Fi issues, things like this, and people watching at home on their browsers, on their internet, wouldn't even know any of this because it was all seamless. But that was because of Jeremy. Thank you very much, Jeremy. He's here for 2.5 full days. Can't thank you enough. If it wasn't you, it would have been me. I wouldn't have been able to play ball. So thanks a lot, Jeremy. I hope you're going to be back next year to help me again. As I said, Matthew Bolt for preparing the pool tables, coming down here doing reclocking, making them level. I don't think there was any complaints about holes in the table, but they were really good. Matt, and he also ran a raffle, as you probably all know, because he would pick up some cash. But that was to go towards the adjudicators, which I think was great for people watching the stream. There's always some feedback with timing and things like that. And shots and matches take a long time. So with a live stream adjudicators, every single match was all 22 timed and adjudicated. And that raffle went towards just sort of rewarding those adjudicators for their time and effort, and the commentators. So thank you. Sharon Stenhouse, she came here in the mornings and brushed and ironed all the tables and got ready for the day's play. Thank you very much to Sharon and all of the Miss Hughes staff for putting up with everybody and just some good service for all those guys. So thank you very much to Miss Hughes. Joe Silvestri, sorry for that. Joe Silvestri, I did some measurements and he cut up all these boards for me to put the sponsors on. And if anyone here has seen a live stream, it looks amazing. So there's a lot of people that just some little things, well, not little things, but there's a lot of people involved, and it all sort of makes everything come together nicely. So Joyce University, thank you very much for that. Yeah. About halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way. Greg Johncock, I've been working with Greg on Toolstat for a few months. We've been talking for a few months and getting things right, doing some testing for him, providing some feedback, and he's been also working with Dan Lynch on the graphics, the live scores. So Dan Lynch can put the live scores on his screen, which has been amazing. Greg Johncock's a genius. He's we're able to deliver frame-by-frame live scoring to whoever's watching, basically. And there's definitely some international people who are interested in the event. And it went off without a hitch. There was no problems at all. So, Greg Johncock, thank you very much. Well done. Dan Lynch, the man behind Magic. Thank you very much. Not everyone knows this. Dan had issues for 3 days before he came here, and he was putting in 8 hours a day after work to get his PC issues fixed for this tournament. So the dedication of this guy is amazing, and when he's here, he does the best job that you could possibly ask for. Thank you very much to Dan. And just so we know, we had 574 viewers at the peak of this final, which is a record. It will be a record. Well done. 580 was it? Sorry, 580. Even better. All the commentators: Lee Thayre, Jamie Stevens, Alec Evreniadis, Super Savage, Paul Pike, Michael Sterry, Rusty Wheeler, Matthew Bolt, Nick Young, David Fallon, Tristan Hassan, and any others that I've missed, because there probably was a couple of others that jumped on there. I apologise if I've missed you guys out. But Dan does all the magic stuff. But without the commentators, there wouldn't be anything to sort of watch. It'd be pretty boring. So thank you very much to all you guys for your work. The adjudicators who came down to Mandurah, a couple live here, a couple don't, have to make a long trip down to help out. Winston Richards, Steve Hale, Evan Briggs, Lee Thayre, Robin Saab, Chris Griffin, and Lance Ryan. I think he did about 6 matches. So thank you very much to all you guys. All the way making the tournament better. And Rocky Hammond, he accommodated Dan. He put Dan up in his house, and also myself and Matt. Thank you, Rocky, for your hospitality. He cooked some mean breakfast. Thank you very much. And my wife, Cindy, she's always willing to help. She helped me out leading up to the tournament. She came down and did the photos of everybody. Everyone was great, and she also supported me throughout the whole ordeal. So thank you very much for your support. I'm nearly done. The players who bought into the tournament, paid your money for airfares, paid your entry fee, came over here, paid for your accommodation, and made the tournament what it is. Thank you so much. Love to have you all back again next year. They include that sunset buy-ins and the seated buy-ins. Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. Hope you all enjoyed it. And the satellite players, there is hundreds of you. And there's 16 here who won a satellite. To all you players, to all the people that organised the satellites, and to all the people that hosted the satellites, thank you. Because this tournament, there's only 48 players in this tournament, but don't forget the hundreds of other people that made it what it is. So thank you very much to everybody all around Australia. Okay, now I will hand out some money. I think that's it. I'm sorry if I forgot anyone. I started doing this last night and this morning, and I usually do forget 1 or 2 people. Apologies if I have. But you know who you are, and you've done a great job. So the Saturday knockout, yesterday the money's already been given out. I will mention that equal third was Rocky Hammond and Luke Foster, WA. The play event equal third was Adrian Lancaster and myself. So we got a $250 each. Ricky Emery was the runner-up from South Australia. He got $500, so I'll get Ricky up here.
Give us a flex, bro.
Have you seen one of his shoes?
And the winner of the plate was Michael Scarry from Victoria.
Four right, number 4 right. He just wins. You just win next.
Okay, on to the main event. In equal ninth spot, Steve Saxon, Alec Evreniadis, Brenton Collier and Sean Budd. They all get $600 each.
Sorry, Gary. Back to spine. Would you like to say something? No. Here we go. That's back to spine for his stomach. Hey, Sean. That should be mine, mate.
Well done, guys. Equal seventh spot from WA, Tim Kapler and New South Wales, Justin Sage. $1,100 each, sorry.
We're on the bar, Justin.
What's that porno moustache doing, mate?
Equal fifth place from WA, Matthew Bolton, and from Victoria, Ben Noonan.
We want to find it again. Please do it. Make that wait longer.
All right.
In fourth place, $3,000 from Victoria, Joel Younger.
Yeah, I think it's 500.
In third place, a great tournament after backing up is runner-up effort at Big Guns from Victoria, Mark Robertson, $4,500. The runner-up. Now, this guy obviously needs no introduction, and when you saw the final, and he was up against what seemed to be an unstoppable force, James Delahunty, he's done very, very well to get from 7-2 down to eventually going down 13-10. Just goes to show the class and fight of this guy. He's a great player, he's a big guns champion. He came third this event last year, he's got one better this year. The runner-up from Queensland, Justin Wheeler.
Just a quick one, guys. I'd like to congratulate everyone who's made the finals. Ronnie for running this tournament. It's undoubtedly it's a premier tournament. The players love coming here. I know I'll be coming here for as long as I'm competitive. And a big congratulations the way it's run. It's an awesome event. It's an awesome place to play. you've done well, Kerry, as well. Thanks for all the staff and looked after the players over the weekend. Tables were awesome. Thanks to the sponsors, everyone else. Big thank you to Jimmy Della for a great final. I try to stay with him. The guy's awesome, and it's about time that he won one of these events because it was only a matter of time. He's world class, and I was just happy to stay with him as long as I could. So congratulations, thanks guys.
And the main event champion, as Rusty said, this is his maiden victory in the Race to 11 tournament. He came runner-up last year to Ben Noonan, who was playing out of his skin. This guy went through undefeated this year. Only a couple of guys got close to him. And he's a world-class curist, and he takes home a full 16,000, being undefeated. Congratulations, John.
Kerry, thank you for the venue. Great venue, great tables. Dan, you do an amazing job, mate. Thanks very much for everything you do for us. Ron, sensational tournament. Best tournament of the year, mate. To Jez, and I'm going to forget some of you guys that are doing all the stuff back there, but you did a great job. Thank you very much. To all the South Australians, especially South and Ricky for your support, thanks boys, and all the other South Australians, Brendan, Alec, Cheers, Sean, you're a South Aussie man. And I'm going to enjoy this one because it's been so long, it feels like a long time since I won a tournament, and they're just so hard to win here. There's so many great players, but I got to beat Robbo, Benny, Rusty. They're so fucking hard to win.
Almost got it.
I have so much respect for you guys, and that's what makes it worthwhile. I'm going to really enjoy this because of that. Cheers.
Well done, mate.
Well, let's not forget anybody.
Wait, we've got one more thing to do.
A
raffle.
raffle.
The muffins. Hang on.
But most importantly of all, of course, my wife, my dad, all the support they go, you guys are amazing. And I draw inspiration from my wife and my daughter while I'm out there. I know you think I'm just sucking up, but that's true. And to Rusty, mate, you're a legend, you're a freak, you're always in the top 2 or 3 here at these sorts of things. And you flogged me the first few times we played too, so it's just nice to get a couple back. You're a freak, cheers.
Okay, we've got 2 more things to do. The first thing is someone has to thank on, and Cindy's paid me big money to do it. But this guy here has a vision of this tournament and it growing over the years. And what he's done as an individual person to promote this game is just awesome. The fact that it's done by an individual person, not through a national body or a state body who has the resources and access to certain things that Ron doesn't, is just amazing. And yeah, same as the events over East and that, the people that are running these events, and especially Ronnie for doing this, is just amazing. I know for a fact that I speak to you while all this is happening and help out with sponsorship, and that it does take a small impact on a full-time job. Lovely wife and 2 beautiful young children, and it is hard. So let's just have one massive round of applause and cheer for the great man, Ronnie. And thank you to everyone who bought a ticket to help with the umpires and the commentators at CueballTV. And the winner of the raffle is me. Yellow ticket. You're kidding. Regulation. It's actually quite ironical. The person that bought the most tickets has won the raffle. Jimmy says, no!